Afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, guys. We're gonna start at 1:05, okay? We always start at 1:05. We're gonna give you guys 5 minutes, or give the other ones 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
John, nice seeing you again.
A woman, a social worker, who teaches at a local school just outside Madison in Mount Horeb.
Javi, ¿qué pasa?
To my colleagues.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning. We're gonna start at 1:05. 4 more minutes.
Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
Happy Title Tuesday.
And Taco Tuesday.
No more Taco Tuesday for me.
We're missing your tacos, Jorge.
It is.
I can't tacos anymore. I put 30 pounds in 3 months.
Mm-hmm. I just got back from Mexico. I was there for 4 days, and I put on 4 pounds.
I
can hear. Good food, though. Good food. Can't complain, right?
Are you familiar with that situation in Milwaukee? I mean, the shooting of that
All right, guys, we're gonna start 1:05. 1:05, 3 more minutes.
You don't? Okay, let me
Please
see.
mute your device, mute your phone.
Study the situation and bring justice for Mr.
Let me share. I'll send it to your.
Two more minutes.
It is not a myth, folks. What's happening is real across our country, and we need to stop.
All right, guys, please mute your phone, mute your device. We're gonna start in 2 more minutes.
And we need to call an end to
Felicia,
it.
who's
You,
that?
Mr. Attorney General, will work.
Maria,
towards
would you
that.
please mute your device? There you go.
Voted by mail, is that correct?
Maria, if you can please mute. Thank you.
1 minute, 1 minute.
You're aware that health experts have emphasized that voting by mail is critical.
Felicia.
Hi.
Hi. One of my customers is on the meeting. She says that she was muted, but she can't hear anything. Do you know anything about that?
That's nothing to do with us. Start to go out and go back. That's where.
Go get out. Okay. Okay. Got it. Hold on.
All right, guys, we're gonna start now. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Felicia. Please start the training.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with this quote, and here it is. You cannot do today's job with yesterday's tools and expect to be in business tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and let Anthony kick off the rest of the meeting with the ground rules.
Hold on. Do me a favor. Can you repeat it slow? I got that quote from a good friend. She's the team leader at KW, and she did it on a meeting, and I love that quote. It's so true, but to go slow, because remember, I'm an old guy. You need to go slow with me. Be
Okay.
gentle.
So you cannot do today's job with yesterday's tools and expect to be in business tomorrow.
That's so true. Thank you, Felicia. Go
You're
ahead.
very welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Anthony Zamora with Pacific Coast Title. Like always, I'm going to go over some ground rules to get our meeting started. First of all, thank you, Felicia, for that great quote. That was pretty awesome. Ground rules. All questions are to be entered into the chat, and the questions will be asked at the end of the presentation or during the presentation on your behalf. Please make sure your device is muted. If your question is not asked or answered, you will be given the speaker's contact info so you can directly contact them after the training. I'd like to thank all of our PCT reps from LA, the Inland Empire, Oxnard, Ventura, Orange, and San Diego for inviting your clients and having you be part of this training. Also, please enter all of your contact info into the chat so we can send you a copy of this recorded training. Enter your name, email, your phone number, and the Pacific Coast Title rep that you work with. Lastly, please join us next week for Title Tuesday. Our guest speakers, our very own Rudy Cortez. Rudy is a Pacific Coast Title senior underwriter and title advisor. He will be training on how to avoid crucial title errors and pitfalls within your real estate transaction. That's next Tuesday, August 4th at 1:00 p.m. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoy this training. Back to you, Felicia.
Mute. Mute.
Sorry about that. I was muted. Okay, so let me go ahead and introduce Jorge Mesa, who is with Pacific Coast Title Company. He is the Los Angeles County Sales Manager. Jorge has been in the title insurance industry since 1988. With over 5,000 transactions closed, there is no deal Jorge has not seen. In 2017, Jorge was asked to help expand and grow Pacific Coast Title sales team. Jorge not only trains his reps, but also helps his reps' clients utilize and master all the tools PCT and our sales team have to offer. Jorge is an expert in farming and prospecting. Today, Jorge will guide you into what type of farming and tools is necessary during a rapid changing market and how to prepare for the unknown future in real estate. So Jorge?
Thank you.
Hold on, Felicia, let me interrupt you there really quick. I want to give George a little bit more credit.
Okay, of course.
With over 50,000 transactions closed. So
How much did I say?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many you close. It's not about how many we close. It's how many we can help you to close. That's the key. It's not us. Title is nothing. It's you guys. Thanks to you guys, we can close deals. So we're here to help you guys. So don't worry about the number of transactions. I don't even like that introduction. Next time just say Jorge's here and that's it. So good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. You have to excuse me. Today I'm a little hyper, right, John? I just finished a training. This is my 4th Zoom call of the day. So, and I have 2 more. So I'm a hyper now. I'm all Zoom. I'm all in right now. So we did a training a couple months ago about how to leverage your listings. And that was before COVID-19. And then I start to think, well, not everybody has a listing now. There's no inventory. So we need to teach, we need to train our agents how to get listings, because that's the game. Listings. If you don't list, you don't last. It's that simple. Listings, listings, listings. So we're going to teach you, we're going to show you different ways to start doing touches. Please mute your phone. Mute your phone. Thank you, Julia. So we're going to show you how to start touching people in multiple ways. So I'm going to ask a question to Felicia. Felicia, what happened right now if I start touching you?
I don't know.
Yes.
I might push you away.
Yes, you may push me away. That's mean of you, but yeah, that's what we call touches, right? And the reason I'm asking Felicia that is not every single touch is going to be a good touch. Some touches are going to be nasty, angry people asking you why you're calling me, who gave you my number. So don't worry about those nasty touches. Don't worry. move on then to the next one. If I do that to my wife, guess what? She's gonna love it. She's gonna be in heaven. So there's gonna be good touches, there's gonna be bad touches. So the reason I'm saying that is I don't want you to get caught up in one touch, because you're a realtor. You need to move on to the next one and to the next one. So we're gonna show you how to touch people in multiple ways. So right now I wanna introduce Javier Munoz and Andy Zuluaga. Javier and Andy Zuluaga are a key part of this team. They're not my sister companies because they're not owned by Pacific Coast Title, but we call them our sister companies because thanks to them, a lot of the tools that you're gonna see today, you're gonna be able to benefit thanks to these two guys. They pay for a lot of the tools that you guys are getting. Let me give you a quick Senate Bill 133. It's illegal for title companies to give you access to cell numbers or to do any type of marketing, but it's not illegal for us to send to the right source. The right source in this case is Andy Zuluaga for Farmers Insurance and Javier Munoz from Downey Exterminators. Javi, you want to say something? Javi's not the greatest with technology. Okay, go ahead, Javi. Javier, you're live. Well, I don't think Javier's shy. One person that I know is not shy is Andy Zuluaga. Andy, go ahead, please.
Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. Andy Zuluaga with Farmers Insurance. You know, crazy world we're in, right? But still, accidents happening every day. Houses are burning every day. Trees are falling every day. Dogs are biting every day. People are getting sued every day. Thank God there's insurance. Anything you guys need, insurance related, 562-659-7558. Andy Zuluaga with Farmers Insurance. Thank you guys for the opportunity. Any other way I can help, reach out to me directly. Thank you guys again.
And Andy's in charge or helping you guys with all your marketing. All the marketing that you order is coming from Andy. Now, Javier Munoz. Javi.
Sorry, guys. I'm having a little bit of difficulty right here. Give me just a second, brother. I'm at the office and I got people coming in and phone calls. Anyways, just want to say thank you guys for your continued support. Downey Exterminators is here to help you with your inspections, with your work and your completions. And I believe, Jorge, you're going to mention some about all the marketing tools that I could provide.
Javi's in charge of all the farming. All the farming that you get is coming from Javier Munoz. And at the end, I'm going to ask Javier Munoz to tell you how to order that farming, okay? How to get in touch with Javier and how to order that farming. All right, guys. So can you guys see my screen? Everybody can see the screen? Yes, no?
I can just see your logo.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's what I want you to see, my logo. All right. So let's start with this. It's not working. Let me try this. All right. So are you guys, John, are you familiar with Newton's law? You say yes on the last call. Newton's law, that's a pretty simple law. Newton's law, Isaac Newton was born in 17 something. I don't even remember. It was too many years ago to remember. But it's a beautiful law because it's the law of action and reaction. Any action will be a reaction. We just proved to you guys that not all actions are gonna be good, right? Some actions are gonna get real bad reactions. Like Felicia, she's saying she's gonna push me, she's gonna call the cops, and she's gonna sue the company if I do that. So I will not do that to you, Felicia. But I want you to see action, reaction. You guys need to understand that in order for you guys to pick up listings, you need to start doing actions, and there's gonna be reactions, all right? And this is Newton's law. You can Google it later. I'm not gonna read it because I have an accent, and you guys get confused with my accent. But Newton's law, action, reaction, all right? So here we go. What's a good farm area for you guys? What I call a good farm area that you're gonna be able to manage, it's 2,000 records. You need to have 2,000 records on that farm area. You're gonna master and you're gonna be able to control that area if you stick to 2,000. And I know some of you guys are thinking that's too small. I can do a lot more than that, this and that. Try to keep it around 2,000, all right? Can you door knock 2,000 doors in a month? Anybody can type yes or no? I'm assuming some of you guys are gonna say yes, I can door knock 2,000 doors. Some of you guys are gonna say no. The reality is no. You cannot door knock 2,000 doors every single month. You're gonna give up. Not only that, you know why you cannot door knock 2,000 doors right now? COVID-19. Nobody can go door knocking. So you cannot door knock. Even before COVID-19, will be very hard for you guys to door knock 2,000 doors. You will give up. If I see something wrong in this industry, is that people give up real easy. After a while, they give up. They give up because it was not easy. Next week is gonna be pretty hot in LA County. They're saying it's gonna be 100 plus. Try to door knock 100 doors that day. Will be almost impossible. But there's multiple ways that you can reach these 2,000 people. It's not only door knocking. And this is what we call the 5 touches. This training is called the 5 touches. Only problem, there's no 5 touches right now. We're gonna keep it to 4 touches. I'm gonna show you the 5 just because we're gonna go back to normal, but we're gonna also show you the 4 touches right now. So farm area of 2,000 is a perfect area. What's a farm area? Streets. You can give me I'm in Downey, so I'm gonna use Downey as a sample. Florence, Firestone, Lakewood, Paramount. That's a farm area. That's what we call a farm area. What's prospecting? Anthony, are you there in the call? Can you tell us the difference between prospecting and farming?
Farming, you're basically setting an area, setting your boundaries like George just mentioned. You're gonna continuously touch them, come back to them. You're gonna plant the seed, wait for it to sprout. That's what farming is. Prospecting is you may get a contact, you call them once, you're never gonna come back to them. That's what we call prospecting. You get a list of 5,000 phone numbers or addresses, and you just hit them one time. If they answer, great. If they don't, if they're at home, great. If not, you'll never come back to them. That's basically prospecting. Farming, you're gonna come back and you're gonna touch them in multiple angles.
All right, guys. So that's the difference between prospecting and farming. I'm not saying don't do prospecting. Do prospecting, but also have your farm area that you want to control. So 2,000 is the ideal number for me. Okay, because it's hard to door knock 2,000 doors in a week, we're going to split these 2,000 records in 4 different weeks. Week number 1, we're going to door knock 500 doors. Week number 2, we're going to go and door knock another 500. Week 3, another 500, and finally, you guessed right, another 500. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna split those 2,000 in 4 different weeks, right? So now we're gonna door knock 500 doors in week 1. Is that easy to do? Can you door knock 500 doors in 1 week? It gets easier? The truth is not. It's exactly the same thing. A lot of people, because they see a smaller number, 500, they think right away, yeah, it's easy. I can door knock those. It's exactly the same. 500 times 4 equals 2,000. It's almost impossible. So I want you to think small, because when you see a smaller number, right away you think, yes, I can do it. So let's think small to go big. All right? What's the smaller number you know with value? 1. So I want you to think of 1 only. That's the number that we want to hit, 1%. This whole equation is based on 1% success, no more. Don't talk to me about 5%, 10%, 15%. Don't talk to me about that. Only 1%. If you achieve 1% of 2,000, you know how many listings you can pick up? 20. 20 listings with just 1%. So it's pretty simple. Farm area 2,000. Week 1, I'm gonna hit 500. Week 2, I'm gonna hit another 500. 3, 500, 4, 100. 1% success, that's 20 listings. It's that simple. You know why I love numbers? I bet you in this Zoom call, there's like 10 different countries. There's from Cuba, from Mexico, from Central America, South America, from Europe. There's people from all over the country, all over the world in this Zoom call. And you know what we have in common? Numbers. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Here, China, Mexico, Cuba, wherever you go, 2 plus 2 equals 4. So that's why I love numbers, because Take a look at this equation. It's so easy to understand. It's so simple. 2,000 records, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1% equals 20 listings. So this is the way we're gonna do it. Touches. We're gonna start touching people in multiple ways. I'm gonna show you the 5 touches, but right now, because COVID-19, we're gonna do only 4. So touch number 1, door knocking. The oldest one, right? Door knocking has been around forever. Touch number 2, cold call. Touch number 3, text. 4, email. 5, social media. Right? Touch number 1, door knocking. Cold call, text, email, social media. I need somebody to answer this for me. Let's see, Michael Neri. Mr. Neri, I need you to answer this.
Yes,
touch
sir.
number 2. Can you read touch number 2?
Cold calling.
Cold calling. Why is called cold calling?
What was that?
Why we call that cold calling?
Prospecting, picking up leads.
They
Picking
call
up
it cold
customers.
calling because it's not warm. You don't know that person in front of you, right?
Right, exactly.
So guess what? Thanks to the vendors that we have in this call, Javier and Andy Zuluaga, it's not that cold anymore. Farming now, these guys can give you a lot of information about the owner of that house. They can tell you if they're an NOD, if they're late on taxes, who's the owner, how many people are on the house, if there's any liens, any judgments, any problem. So it's not that cold anymore. I want to erase that. I want to call that calling. Not cold call, just calling, because it's not that cold anymore. Just call, okay? So 5 touches, again, door knock, calling, text, email, social media. No questions? Felicia, no questions? All right, I'm gonna move on. So we're gonna do these 20 touches. These 5 touches 20 times a day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday, I'm gonna door knock 20 doors. On Monday, I'm gonna call 20 people. On Monday, I'm gonna text 20 people. Email 20, social media 20 on my farm area. So if I do that, 20 touches times 5 equals 100. 100 times 5, that's your 500. That's week number 1. So you're gonna use your touches. Chuck, can you unmute your phone? I have a question for you, Chuck. Yes, you. All right, Chuck.
How you doing, brother?
Good. This is a question that I have. Give me your goals. If you're gonna door knock 20 doors, how many people you wanna talk? What's your goal? Chuck, you're a smart kid. Give me your goals.
Well, everything's in the matter of numbers. Numbers don't lie, people do. So, we go back into that. We have to figure out, that's pretty much analytics, right? We have to knock on the doors, figure out what our success rate to figure that out.
I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you. Give me your goal. You're gonna door knock 20 doors. How many people you want to approach?
If I want to get 20 doors knocked, I've got to do
You're
at
gonna
least
door knock
5.
20. How many people? What's your goal? How many people you want to have a conversation with? How many people?
Well, all 20 of them.
I'm gonna mute you again. I'm upset with you, Chuck. You're wrong. You're thinking big again, Chuck. Don't think big. 1%. See, you're setting your goals too high. If you go door knock 20, you want to talk to 20, and if you fail, you're gonna give up. You see my point, Chuck? Don't use 20. Use the 1% success only. You're mute. Don't even talk. Don't talk. Listen. 20 doors door knock. Your goal is to talk to 1% only. That's your goal. It's right here. 1%. And the reason I'm telling you this is because we set our goals too high. And when we fail, we don't want to go back. So let's be realistic. You're not going to be able to door knock and talk to 20 people. Let's set the goals with 1%. You want to talk to 2 people, Chuck. When you door knock, only 2 people. When you call, 2 people. When you send a text, you want 2 replies. Email, same thing. Social media, same thing. So the goal of this training is to base everything on 1%. Please mute your phone. Somebody is not muting the phone. 1%. That's it. 1% success. Now, if we base this on 1% and we're able to pick up 20 listings, Chuck, that's what I was saying. Let's go small to get big. If you do that, Chuck, let me show you. That's 2,000 records. It's gonna equal average price point in LA County right now. It's only LA County. I'm not gonna base this in Orange County. Average price point in LA County is 500,000 times 20 listings. That's $10 million. Average commission, according to the Downey Board of Realtors, is 2.5%. I'm not gonna say that you're gonna double end, nothing. Just based on simple numbers, 2.5% commission, $10 million. Chuck, you're thinking big now. 250,000. You can. I'm not gonna ask this question, but think. Be honest to yourself. How many of you guys made $250,000 last year? Thinking small, going based on 1% success. But again, all this is gonna work if you do these 20 touches a day. Now, Sonia, can you mute your phone, please? Are you there, Sonia?
Yes, I am, Jorge.
Did you
Sure.
brush your teeth every day?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Why? Because the more I prospect, the more chances I have of
No.
getting more business.
Why you brush your teeth every day?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said, do you prospect every day?
No, brush.
Because it's a habit.
It's a habit. If you tell me because you're clean, I'm gonna ask you, do you do dental floss, massage your gums 3 times a day, dental floss 3 times a day? Nobody's doing the dental floss 3 times a day. Don't even tell me, yeah, I do 3 times a day. That's a lie. You do it maybe once.
That's right.
But if you go to the dentist, they're gonna tell you do it 3 times a day, massage your gums 3 times a day. Wife number 1 was a dentist, and she is a little cuckoo. I remember her telling me, you need to massage your gums all the time. So you do it because it's a habit. But
Yeah.
Sonia, question that I have for you. What's gonna happen if you brush your teeth 100 times a day?
Jeez, I'm gonna get worn out. I don't know. I get tired.
You're gonna damage your teeth. You're gonna damage. Not because you're doing 100 times a day, it's gonna get better.
I'm overdoing it. Yeah.
Now, my point is, not because you go and try to door knock 100 doors one day means that you're ahead of the game, because you're gonna give up. You're gonna get tired. Not because you do 100 calls one day, that means you're ahead of the game. Stick to a plan, stick to a routine. Keep it simple. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Well, guess what? COVID-19. You cannot door knock, right? You cannot do open houses. So how about if we do 25 calls, 25 texts, 25 emails, 25 social media? That's gonna be your 100 touches a day. Times 5, that's gonna be 500. And doing that, you're gonna be able to get to $250,000 a year. Any questions? Please tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm dreaming, that this is not possible.
Okay. So since we cannot door knock, do we substitute with mail? What are your suggestions?
Well, let me tell you one thing, and I mean it with a lot of respect. This half is Jewish. My half Jewish. My mom was Jewish, so I'm Jewish. I am cheap. I don't like to spend money. I like to do things that they're not gonna cost me money. If you wanna do the mailing, yeah, absolutely, it's a good idea. But I wanna keep it simple. Again, door knocking, I'm sorry, cold calling, it's free because Javier Munoz can provide those leads for you guys. Texting is free because you already pay for your phone. There's not like when I got my first phone that every call, it was $1 a minute. Now you have unlimited plans, so you're not gonna incur any extra cost. Emails, the same thing. Social media, the same thing. And if you don't know how to look for these people, for these homeowners in your farm area on social media, don't miss our training that we have in 2 weeks about social media and Facebook ads. Literally, you can use the data that Javier is gonna provide to input that into Facebook and Instagram, and he's gonna tell you, all these people, they have a Facebook or an Instagram account. So you can start doing your touches. Because the way you set up your Facebook account is through your email, through your cell number, and through your name. And thanks to Javier, you get all that information. So that's what we wanna do, touches, 20 touches a day. Any questions? No? All right. I don't know if I'm going too fast, I'm too hyper.
Actually, Yes.
Or-
Can we leave flyers at the door and not knock?
I'm not your broker. You need to run that by your broker. John is saying no. I cannot answer that one. That's not my position. Yes, John.
I was on a call today with our brokerage, and they said, no, you can't make any contact.
Again, I'm not gonna say yes or no. Talk to your broker, talk to the team leader, talk to the manager, talk to the owner of the office. Go through them. That's not title. We cannot say yes or no. I would love to go back to normal. Yesterday, I got so excited because Portos, finally, they're doing espressos. So I even posted my little espresso cup. I was so happy. Finally, I have coffee. So I don't know.
That's why you're so hyper.
So now I'm gonna stop
They
sharing.
cut you off.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Okay.
Jorge,
Yes.
just a quick question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You said the next class would it be in 2 more weeks? That will be August 11.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll
Perfect.
Tuesday. Okay, guys. So now you go over knocking. I mean, you do all these touches. You start getting leads. What else can our vendors can do for you? So now you're gonna pick up a listing, right? You pick up a listing because you did all this door knocking. Felicia, there's a question? So I see you moving.
Yeah, but I think you're going to answer it, so I want to let you continue.
All right. So you go door knocking. You start doing your touches, and you pick up a listing. I want you guys to understand that that listing should be, you guys know what's this? I think Felicia knows this, right? Remember I told you to go and buy one for your trainings?
It's a money tree.
I carry this with me when I do my trainings. People think I'm crazy. So I walk into the meetings with my money tree. This is your listing, guys. This is your listing. This money tree is your listing. All this, it's another listing that you can get. Let's learn how to leverage your listings. Get more listings, not only buyers. Buyers, there's tons of buyers. Everybody can get buyers right now. Let's leverage your listing that you're gonna pick up because you went into this crazy schedule and you start doing your 20 touches, your 25 touches, and you pick up a few listings. From that listing, I want you guys to understand that there's more listings. There's more listings coming. That's your money tree. We have a lot of tools through our vendors, through our sister companies that you can leverage to get more listings. So now you pick up a listing. Javier Munoz can help you with renters on the area. He can give you farm, so you can call renters on the area. Can all renters buy a house? Not really. Some renters that don't qualify, right? Well, guess what? Javier Munoz the other day told me that he can get you guys renters with income. Wow. Are you telling me you can tell me somebody who lives in Southgate and makes $100,000? Javier told me, yes, I can get that type of farming. That's amazing. So now it's going to help you to double end your listing, not only to try to pick up more listing, but that listing you're going to be able to double end. And your lender is going to love that because he can help you with that loan. What else can we do through our sister companies to help you leverage your listing? Well, thanks to Andy Zuluaga, he can create a virtual tour and a website for that listing. So you can start sending that listing to those, you can text that website, to those potential buyers. So make sure that you approach your title rep from Pacificos Title and ask these title reps, how can they help you through our sister companies getting all these tools? Make sure that you leverage every single tool that we have. Any questions so far?
No, you pretty much answered it. They asked if Javier Munoz was able to provide leads.
Yes, Javier Munoz can do that for you guys. Make
And
sure
Javier
that you,
just put his
some
information
of
in
you
chat.
guys don't know Javier Munoz, don't have the contact. Make sure that you approach your title rep so he can put you in contact with that person, okay? So now we have a listing. We're gonna promote that listing. You're gonna promote that listing. Any questions? No.
Jorge, question. I have a quick question. Do you have somebody who tried the system? And if you have somebody, how long is the average that will take to see results?
Look, I'm going to tell you a little story because I'm a storyteller, right, Felicia? I love storytelling. And this is true storytelling. I mean, true story. You can think I'm lying. It's up to you. I train these a lot. I do these trainings before COVID-19. I was doing this training every single day. Every day, 2-3 times a day. 80% of the time, the realtors, they fail. Because they don't keep this simple. They want to go too big. They start thinking, oh, why that old guys tell me to door knock only 20 doors? I'm going to start doing 60, 100. So they give up because they don't see results right away. Second, they're not consistent. They're not consistent. This is from Monday to Friday. So I have a team that I'm not going to mention names because maybe they're on this call. I think they're on the call. And I'm sure you guys are going to know who is this team. A couple of 2 years ago, they were going to literally leave the industry and they're going to go and open a restaurant. And they asked me about help promoting the restaurant, using the tools that we have to promote that restaurant. They were thinking on doing farming for the restaurant. And talking to them, I said, absolutely, I will help you. I don't have a problem. You guys are my friends. But then they asked me, well, what do you think? Is this business going to get better? I said, better. This business is great. So it's a couple. So the husband asked me, what do you think is the problem we have? Why we're not being successful? I said, because one day you want to do loans, next day you want to do short sales, next day you want to do these, next day you want to do empty nesters, next day you want to. I said, you're prospecting only, and you're not sticking to one thing. You go every week. It was a different farm, a different idea, and yeah, they're all great. But again, they were switching so much that I'm sorry, I don't care how smart you are. You're never going to be successful if you don't stick to a plan. So this guy asked me, you think we can be successful? You think we have it? I said, yeah. So he asked for help. So we put these guys in contact with Javier and Andy, and we put a plan together. And I will do that for you guys. I will do a one-on-one call with you guys if you want that. Saturday, Sunday, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 p.m., anytime that you want, I will do for you guys. One-on-one, so we can tailor that plan to you, to your area, to your needs, because everybody's different. So that's what we did with this team. They're one of the top producers in the area now, Lily. And Anthony, are you on the call? Can you mute your phone?
Yeah, I'm here.
Anthony was pretty upset with me because remember what happened on Christmas of 2 years ago?
Christmas 2 years ago.
They sent the gift card. The gift card.
Oh, yeah.
They sent a gift card for $1,000 that I returned. They sent it twice, and Anthony, and I'm sorry, Anthony said, let's keep it. Let's keep it. I said, no, we're not here. We're not in the business to ask agents to share their commission with us. And there's no cost for the one-on-one, Sharon. We will do it through your title rep, contact your title rep, and we will do it with you. So yeah, I'm not here to ask you for commission. I just want title. We want title. I want my reps to get your title business. That's what we want. So again, these guys that went from literally leaving the industry to open a restaurant to making a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, it's a lot of money. And the reason I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to embarrass these couple because they're down to earth, low key. But those guys start producing a lot. And again, if you don't believe me, call me one-on-one. I give you names and you can start doing your own research. These numbers don't lie. 1% is the lowest number possible of success that you can have. I'm not going to base this on 5%, 10%, 20%. I get scared with big numbers. Let's be realistic. Let's hit 1% success. That's it. Any questions?
For my area agents, we can do a one-on-one anytime. Oh, okay, that's Kim.
Yes, we can do one-on-one. Make sure that you contact your title rep. I will not do a one-on-one without the title rep. I manage, I'm sorry, I'm a title rep for the Downey area. In Downey, I'm a title rep. Any other area, I'm a helper for the title rep. I'm here, I'm a trainer, whatever you want to call me. I don't want to call myself a sales manager. So I don't think I'm a good sales manager. I think I'm the worst sales manager on planet Earth. I'm here to help the title reps in anything you guys need. Now, we have a little surprise. There's no questions about this program, this simple equation. All right, so I'm assuming that you guys understand. Now, Mr. Cameron, are you on the Zoom call? That's a good-looking guy. Cameron? Hello? Hello, hello? Anthony, can you see where's Cameron? So we have a special guest that it's from a company called Clicks Media. We did a training with him a couple of weeks ago, and it was a great training. A great training. Clicks Media, it's a company that I know Javier Munoz and Andy Zuluaga, they're gonna raffle a couple of tokens for this company. So what they do, Clicks Media, what they do is it's a pay company that you need to pay so they can promote via text your listings. And they have another tool. Are you there, Cameron? All right, I don't know what happened with Cameron. That's the only bad thing about these Zoom calls. Zoom calls and texting. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. I text a friend and I said, I put on the text, pay me, and then I sent him the credentials. I put that in Spanish. So I went into Zoom meeting and I was in the Zoom meeting and somebody called me and asked me for the credentials. Cameron, are you there?
Hello, I'm here. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Let me finish this because Teresa Pulido, it's funny what happened yesterday. So I sent Teresa the credentials that I copied from this other friend, and of course says, please pay me and the credentials. So Teresa sends me a text. I said, do I owe you money? And I start sending that text to close to 150 people. And everybody's sending me like emojis saying, do I owe you money? I'm like, why these people are saying that? Until I realized that I copied the text. So I apologize. Somebody got my text saying, pay me. You don't owe me anything. Okay, Cameron, can you explain to us what you do?
All right, everybody. Well, sorry for the little technical difficulties. I just decided to call in to make sure my sound was a little bit clear. Hopefully I don't come off too muzzled. So that's my picture on a good day. I don't look that way most of the month. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about what George was mentioning, who we are, what we do, and the two companies that we created to really help you prospect. So George, if you'd be so kind, I would definitely love to share my screen, see if I can show you everybody a couple of the different tools that, that we have here. So let me go ahead and open this up here. And let me go ahead and share my screen, and bingo. Okay. So what everybody sees on the screen is you see one of our companies, which is called Modern Agent, and the other company that's called Clicks Media. So both of these companies, really what we do is we combine property data and an actual physical tool that you can either use to present or market, right? So Modern Agent, what we do is basically we're able to find any specific property, and we can help you either create a buyer's presentation, a listing presentation, or more importantly, what we're going to do today, which is called a market update. And I'm going to show you a little bit about a really cool feature that we have on allowing homeowners to generate a CMA, and it will actually text you the lead and give you the actual phone number, property address, and all that good stuff. So a lot of agents that work with us use Clicks Media, which is basically the company that we created that allows you to do a text blast, right? So the difference between our company and anyone else is we actually provide you the data, right? Ideally, what happens most of the time, you want to do some text marketing, but I got to go find a list. I got to upload it in here. I got to create an account. It's painful. So what do? We remove all of that, right? So if you have a brand new listing, great. Jump on our site, find your listing, and we'll give you all the different numbers that are available around your listings. So you can go ahead and let everybody know in the area that the property either just went up for sale, maybe there was a price change, or in our case, as of recent, they decided to take it off the market. Funny story. So me and my wife, we were bidding on a home, and so we put a bid, which we thought was a nice bid, but the sellers countered back that they wanted to sell it to us, but they wanted to live in the house 3 months free until their house was ready. Has anybody ever heard of anything like that? It's crazy, right? That was nuts. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit about Modern Agent. So ideally, anytime you log in, okay, you'll create an account, which is absolutely for free. And up here, you basically have 3 little options. Create a buyer's presentation, a seller's presentation, or a market update. Today, we're going to do the market update, okay? So we actually just ran one, and ideally, I want to show you exactly what it looks like. So the market update looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit save. I'm going to bring that up on the screen, and the market update looks like this, okay? So it shows the zip code. It shows all of the properties, okay, that are around that specific address, what the sales price was, square footage, beds, and baths, okay? But here's what's really cool, aside from a nice little look that it has, is it's this little code here, and obviously your contact information, right? So assuming this would be your picture, all of your contact information, and your logo on the right-hand side of the page. It does all of this automatically for you, okay? So if you remember when I said within Modern Agent, we have a really cool little area where leads are collected, okay? So for example, on our basically market update, it gives anybody the instructions. What does it say? It says, if you go to this URL and enter this code, you'll be able to generate an actual listing presentation or a buyer's presentation that'll give you an idea of what your home is potentially worth and all of the great things that I'll do to actually sell your home. So when an actual homeowner does that, right, and they complete the process, it will actually take them and have their information provided here. So as you can see, George has run a lot of different examples for all the different trainings that he does, which is kind of why we see his information here. So ideally, let me show you what the landing page looks like and walk you through what that step is. So ideally, when someone goes on there, they would type in Modern Agent /CMA, and it takes them to this page here. Okay, so if you remember this little reference code, they would enter this reference code here. Okay. All right. And they will enter a cell phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to enter George's cell phone number. So I'm going to say 562-343-3725. Okay, so I'm going to hit proceed. So it's going to say, great, your code is valid. So I'm just going to go ahead and if I was a homeowner, I'm going to enter my property address. So let's just say 2010 10th Street in the city of Laverne. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hit search. It's going to say, fantastic, we definitely found that property address. Choose, and then basically go ahead and process your complimentary report, which we'll see kind of a button there at the bottom, right? So complimentary report. So now when the user is going through this, right, obviously there's no charge to them. So you see 1 of 1, and then you're going to see pretty much a couple steps on the screen, right? It's going to go through 1 through about 20, which takes about, 15, 20 seconds. And then when that thing is complete, George is going to get an actual message right now with an actual report about his property, my lovely picture on it, and then I'm going to show you exactly where that lead shows up. So as soon as that thing goes 20 of 20, George, would you be able to show us your phone on the screen as soon as the text message comes in and see if it does? Okay, so perfect. So here we go, and SMS link was sent, right? So if you can show us, I know it might be a little hard for everybody to see his phone, but ideally you'd be able to see the actual report that went there. Now, if I go back and refresh my page here, you'll be able to see that the property that I just ran went into my lead section with George's number, the owners, and the property address, right? So what was I able to do? I was actually able to create a lead in real time. right? A real-time lead. There's nothing else that will allow you to be able to collect something and send something out. So this is kind of, for example, your tool, right? So this is your tool. You know, you can now generate a market update that will allow people to create a buyer's report and you'll get the lead. So you're like, all right, Cameron, that's great. But how do I get this out to the masses? What do I do? How can I get this out? Well, that's where Clicks Media comes in, right? So now we're putting both of these tools together. So what you can do is you can always create an account on Clicks, right? It's absolutely free, right? And I'm going to show you, if I was an agent, what I would do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit login. So you'll see when you log in, this looks very, very similar to this, right? So it's the same thing. So you're very familiar with your two different types of screens. So what do we want to do, right? We want to send out a text blast with that market update around that property to get people to go to that URL, right? So let's go ahead and let's start this way. Why don't we start at, we'll enter the same property address that we did our market update for, okay? So in your case, this might be your listing. This might be something you recently sold. So when I hit search, it's telling me I got 645 textable numbers around my listing. Now, depending on if I'm looking to target renters or if I'm looking to target sellers, I can switch that up, right? For the sake of our presentation here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna select everybody. And then I'm gonna go into step 2. Now in step 2, I wanna show you how I can actually enter that market update into the text message. So I'll hit choose my file, all right? I'm gonna go to my desktop, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and hit market preview and I'm gonna upload it. So now you can see in the body of my actual outbound text message, I can actually send out that market update to all 645 people around my listing, right? Then you can begin to type in any cool stuff. You know, did you know the market is red hot? Here are some recent sales. And right, that they can see. People love that. No matter if they're in the market or not, they love to see a market update. And as an agent, it's a very easy in. There's no selling. All you're doing is you're just informing of what's going on, and they're naturally going to have a question. So aside from that, you know, we've done some different trainings. I don't know how deep you want me to go, George, but ideally, you're able to personalize the text message with the recipient's name, their actual home value, and their actual address, right? So what does this do? It makes the message a lot more personable. And one other really, really strong feature that we have is it recognizes the area code of the person receiving the text message. So it will actually choose a 10-digit number from our database, right? So it doesn't look like it's a 6-digit code that comes into our text message, because by now we're all conditioned. When we get those, we know it's some kind of either marketing message, I registered somewhere, but when it's a 10-digit text number, you can actually, you know, basically increase your chances of having them open it up. And with that said, we would go into step 3 and step 4, right? So step 3, you basically just let us know what kind of text message it is. You can select the date down to the specific time that you want this to go out, right? So a lot of agents, just to give you an idea of when they like to send their text messages, right? If they have an open house that morning, they'll send something out 9 a.m., reminding everybody in the neighborhood, hey, we'll be having an open house. Obviously now, because of COVID, you know, everybody's kind of scheduling appointments, but a lot of agents as well, when they're prospecting, they'll schedule a message to go out anywhere between 6:45 and 7:30 p.m., right? Because what have they assumed? Great, they're already past dinner, right? They're already just kind of either relaxing or trying to, you know, play with their kids, and they want to be able to kind of just cut through all the noise. Some of them do it as late as 8 p.m., which I don't really suggest. But again, right, they definitely like to get very, very creative of when the actual message should go out. And then based off that, ladies and gentlemen, they can choose whether they want 100 text messages, 200, and 300. So ideally, let me show you really how easy it is and how cost effective this can be. Right, so if you choose 100 text messages, you can see well, that'll cost you $17, right? To be able to get this in front of 100 people, right? If you were actually sending out a physical flyer or a physical postcard, right, at whether your bulk rate or even your first class rate, right? $50 alone on postage. Let's not talk designing. Let's not talk printing. And let's not talk the time that you lose and getting all that stuff ready, right? So that's kind of how we really help you be able to kind of get your message out instantly. So again, I don't want to kind of steal too much of the spotlight, George, but
That's
I wanted
perfect,
to
Jerry.
give everybody. Okay. All right. So is there anything else that you wanted me to cover?
No, that's it. I got a text from Javier and from Andy Zuluaga. They're gonna raffle 3 and 3, right? You told me, Javier, 300 texts. So they're gonna choose three agents each. Tomorrow we're gonna announce the winners, and you guys gonna be able to. They're gonna text market update for you in the area that you pick, and you're gonna try the system for free. And oh, I'm sorry, I just got a text. Chuck, thank you. Chuck saying that he's paying for 3 more, so that's 9 winners. Thank you, Chuck. Can you, Chuck, now that you're being so nice and doing this for us, can you tell me a little bit about the rates? I know you're a lender, right? I met you when you were in Downey a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, we're the mortgage solution, and absolutely. The rates are fantastic. You know, right now, rates are hovering below 3%. You know, obviously people can qualify less than that, but what you really have to identify on this is where that's putting our customers, our consumers. With the rate environment that we're facing right now, we're adding anywhere between $30,000 to $70,000 of buying power to our consumer. Very powerful stuff. And if we're not adding buying power, we're lowering payments by about $150, depending on where they're buying and everything. On top of that, I wanted to piggyback on something you said, George. You know, I'm kind of like you. I don't like investing too much money on stuff that in this industry, as long as you have effort is for free, you can make a lot of money. So I want to piggyback on some of the things that you were saying as well. One of the things that we do here to help the agents in their aspect is a formula that helps them effectively communicate with their consumers. Formula is kind of easy. It goes like this. Gross monthly income times 50% minus your monthly debt equals a mortgage payment that a applicant qualifies for. I think the effort plus the touches that you talked about, plus this formula that we help agents with, I think all of that around that has the ability to garner them that $250 that you were talking about. But just to finish off there, rates are fantastic, George. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Well, we're gonna end the Zoom call. Again, more than happy to do one-on-ones. I think that will work very good if we can set up one-on-ones with you guys. I want to thank everybody. Anthony, you're going to close?
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us today. Once again, remember next week we've got Rudy Cortez, our senior underwriter with Pacific Coast Title, going over how to avoid crucial title errors and pitfalls within real estate transactions. That's next week, Tuesday, August 4th at 1 p.m. Hope to see you guys there. Thank you everybody for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jorge.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
Thank you, Jorge.
Thank you all.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Jorge.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Jorge.